perfect is because Christ is working through them, through their union. Okay? You take that blanket off, and then you got two people talking bad about one another to this out here. And what doggone good is that? And the things that I'm dealing with, the very things that I'm dealing with, that I'm struggling with, insecurity, are fueled by this. I'm an insider. I can see this guy's imperfections. Here, let me tell you about him. Let me tell you what about this guy over here. I'm an insider. You're on the outside. I'm telling you, I'm on the inside. Here's my phone. Here's an inside communique. Join in. Listen to this. What good? If this is how a husband and a wife are supposed to be, with Christ wrapped around them, with the only reason why they're perfect. Do you think Ruth Blake calls somebody and talks bad about Richard Blake to somebody? And do you think if Richard had a real concern with Ruth, or something that was on his mind concerning, do you think she would take her phone and move that earpiece out so those other people could hear just what was on his mind? No, that's their private conversation.
I doubt Richard acts like that, Matt.
Like I said, everybody has their imperfections. There is not one single person on this earth that is perfect. Everybody has their ways. Everybody has a past. Everybody has sin. Everybody has their imperfections. What part of this is this? And if I'm an insecure person, this is very concerning to me. Oh, well, Matt, you just need to get over that. This is not the Christian idea of a marriage. When you talk about the struggles that you're going through, be very selective with the words that you use. Okay? What you're hearing from me, this is reality. And just the fact that you haven't been able to deal with being accountable to somebody, that is just something that you need to figure out how to be accountable. We shouldn't have any secrets from one another. We need to be accountable to one another. And we shouldn't be talking bad about one another to other people. Even if it is a so-called Christian group. And the only reason why I said I didn't think you needed to be changing your job, you went through college and got a master's degree. You spent big bucks, and Central Bank foot the bill for you to get a master's degree. Every review you ever got, Dan told you, I pay you more than I pay anybody else. And my opinion is that you had invested so much in your career, and that the economic situation as it is, we were standing in a position of strength with two really good jobs. And that was it really the right decision to step back from that position? That's all I was saying. But it worked out good, because I do believe in my heart that the bank values you and what you do for them, and that they have a place for you, and that your master's degree, your officership, all of your tenure that you have there, once these children are raised, if you so desire to go back to work for them full time, I do believe that they will make something for you at some time. At the time, that was uncharted territory. I didn't know. I was just looking at a situation and being a bit of a pessimist or a skeptic. I was just giving you my best take on it, and not saying, well, yeah, go ahead, I think God will take care of us, whatever happens. And I know deep down in my heart that that's the truth. But yet, making a judgment call on a very important thing, such as dropping down to one job, you know, all things considered, I'm not just going to flippantly say, oh yeah, well, you know, God will take care of us. You know?
If I recall, you said, I don't want you to quit in case something happens to my job.
Well, that's exactly. That's the benefit of having two jobs going at one time. But I have more confidence in my job now than I did then. That's been, what, 2 years ago?
Carson, I got the whole house set up. Do you want to come?
So, I mean, despite what you think, I'm a pretty rational person and pretty prudent.
You're all the boys in the game.
I do overanalyze things and stuff, but I do think, and I don't make decisions that are, I try not to make decisions that could be jeopardize our family and what's going on here. You know? I mean, I got fantastic credit. I could have any car. If I had a huge ego, I know people like Chad, Paul Troutman. These are people that wouldn't sacrifice their ego or their own personal desire for anything. Not even their kids. Not even their kids or their wife or their family. No way. They're going to get what they want right now. Guess what? They're still married. They have miserable lives. I mean, if I were a selfish pig, in that regard, I'd go out and get whatever I want. But I finally got me some sweatpants after I ripped the crotch out in the other two. And I wore those for how long? And the tennis shoes that I
Kirsten,
had,
what are you doing?